R20,000 for Joslin Smith's body parts.
We're not being blue-ticked.
The president's positive talk after the expulsion from the US of Ambassador Ibrahim Rasool. And a new ballet sensation comes to Gauteng to showcase South Africa's talent. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
This is Eyewitness News.
President Cyril Ramaphosa says the expulsion of the SA ambassador to the US is a mere hiccup. Ibrahim Rasool is due back in Cape Town on Sunday. The former Western Cape Premier was declared persona non grata by the US on Friday after comments he made about the Trump administration. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio accused him of being a race-baiting politician.
We are not being ignored. We are continuing to engage with them. And as it is now, a great deal of progress had been made by our ambassador in straightening out the path to ensure that there is meaningful engagement at the diplomatic level. So this is a hiccup that we are working on straightening out. So we are not being blue-ticked. We cannot be blue-ticked because we are such an important player to the United States of America, as they are an important player to South Africa.
Ramaphosa also says he doesn't believe Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to South Africa will escalate tensions with the United States. Zelensky is scheduled to visit next week to continue discussions on the ongoing conflict with Russia.
We've been saying the only way to resolve the Ukraine-Russia conflict is through peaceful means to President Zelensky. And we do believe that that's precisely the same message that President Trump and the United States have also been passing on to President Zelensky. So in this, we are united. We have the same objective. So I don't see that causing any challenge.
Former accused turned state witness Laurencia Lombard says Kelly Smith told her the woman who took Joslin Smith wanted the child for her eyes and skin. Lombard says she witnessed Smith sell Joshlin to a Sangoma for R20,000. Kelly Smith's sister, Michaela Davids, says Smith told her Joshlin was still in Saldanha Bay a few days after the girl's disappearance. Davids testified in the trial of Smith, Jacqueline Apollos and Stefano van Rijn in the Western High Court today. The accused are charged with kidnapping and human trafficking relating to Joshlin's disappearance.
Michaela Davids, who is a constable at Uppington Police Station, says her sister Kelly Smith contacted her a few days after Joslin Smith went missing. Davids told the court she had been questioning Smith about Joslin's disappearance throughout the week after she went missing, but received vague answers from the accused. The witness says when she contacted Smith 7 days after Joshlin went missing, Smith told her Joshlin was still in Saldanha Bay and that someone wants to sell Joshlin, but they couldn't because the town had become a hotspot. Davids told the court during a live social media interview with prominent politician Gayton McKenzie, Smith told viewers that Davids, in a capacity as a police officer, told Smith that Joshlin was sold for R20,000. Davids denied this, saying the only information she received was from Smith. The trial continues. Carlo Peterson, Eyewitness News, Western Cape High Court in Saldanha Bay.
Police Minister Senzo Mchunu has welcomed IPID's probe into KwaZulu-Natal top boss Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi for allegedly interfering in the arrest of a correctional services top official, Nelly Ndlovu, in 2023. Ndlovu was accused of running a drug cartel at the Westville prison. Mchunu has refuted reports that he lodged the complaint against Mkhwanazi.
It is strange to me that this is communicated at such an early, I don't know if communication on it is a little bit premature by IPID. It is interesting that they would openly admit that it's in infancy stages. It's like me deciding that you have done something criminal. I've got nothing to prove it, but then I don't have anything solid to convict yet, but then I tell the world that I am investigating. It creates a bit of a sour taste.
Bad weather in KZN has prompted a declaration of disaster. The heavy rains have caused extensive damage. The province is currently under a level 2 warning. Umzimkhulu River Bridge in the south coast of KZN has been closed to begin emergency repair work. The bridge will be closed from today for 6 months at a cost of 190 million rand. The department says prolonged rainfall and floods have compromised the structural integrity of the bridge, which connects Port Shepstone to areas such as Umtentweni and Sea Park, and is also used as an alternative route to connect to Durban. Bad weather too in Gauteng, with the province experiencing heavy rains.
Avoid crossing roads and low-lying bridges which might be flooded. Our residents in our low-lying areas to continue to avoid crossing river streams while conducting their daily activities. From our side, as the city of Johannesburg, we continue to be on high alert, monitoring all 7 regions of the city.
Flooding too at the Vaal Riverstone Mall in Meyerton. It seems the plumbing is not fit to handle the deluge. It was supposed to launch on the 27th of this month, but from those images, it seems that's hardly likely it's going to happen. The Auditor General says senior management of Joburg City Power failed to monitor internal financial controls, resulting in irregular and wasteful expenditure amounting to about 5 billion rand. The power utility has received an unqualified audit opinion for the 2023-2024 financial year. The AG's report paints a picture of financial mismanagement within the entity entrusted with providing electricity to a majority of households and businesses in Johannesburg. The Johannesburg High Court has granted a corruption-accused UK citizen 2 million rand bail for the fraud linked to Eskom's Kusile power station. 77-year-old Michael Lomas appeared in the Johannesburg High Court. He was extradited from the UK in September to stand trial with his 11 co-accused. The NPA had argued that Lomas is a flight risk and was categorized as suicidal by 2 psychiatrists in the UK. But Judge Rand Strydom ruled against this.
I approach the matter from the perspective that freedom is a precious right protected by the Constitution of this country. Section 35(1) of the Constitution entitles any arrested or detained person.
1.5 million people still have to migrate from SASSA's cards to Postbank's black cards. But good news, Postbank says it has spent 200 million for the migration. That's a lot less than the approved budget of 300 million rand.
The project is resourced by almost over 700 people across nationally. We had to hire the tables that you see, the branding, so that people are not mistakenly going to wrong venues in terms of how they do the swab. We had to pay for the actual card because the card has to be printed.
To Northern Macedonia, police say 10 more people have been detained in connection with a fire at a nightclub there. It's understood sparks ignited from fireworks while a local band was performing on stage. 59 people died in the blaze and 155 people have been injured and taken to hospital. And coming soon, Joburg Ballet's first season of 2025. Dreamscapes will open at Roodepoort Theatre on Friday the 28th of March and run until Sunday the 6th of April.
It's our first performance season of the year and it's entitled Dreamscapes. And it's a mixed bill program featuring Laisel Feed that's being staged by our wonderful ballet mistress, Kim Vieira. And Laisel Feed is a pure classical, romantic, classical ballet work that is celebrated in dance history for its purity of line and its beauty. So for us, it's the jewel in the crown of our Dreamscapes program.
We'll see choreographers Kitty Petler and Dane Hurst's new ballets, The Underworld and Elsewhere, and Resonance and ballet mistress Kim Vieira, the iconic Les Selfies.
So it was inspired from a dream. And as well, it is we can relate to it in South Africa because a lot of people are literally coming out and, they're getting their gifts and we're moving in that direction, especially in South Africa. That's what's happening. So I thought, why take a classical work if I can take an African story to the European? So I thought, how am I going to do that? And I thought, you know what, maybe this would be a good one to take.
We leave you with those images. See you again for more tomorrow.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.